Hey guys, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 25 from Start to TWINKLE PRECURE. This was another episode that was kind of focused on uni while also focused on something else. But this time around, I don't know, I really liked that episode visually. It was very beautiful, seeing the girls in yukatas and seeing the festival and the way the girls interacted. But I think this episode lacked something, especially concerning uni, because so far we've seen every episode so far after uni entered the group as Pure Cosmo. Every episode so far has had uni as like we had a plot and a focus on the episode which wasn't exactly on uni, and she sneaked in somehow because of who she is, or because of her personality, or where she comes from. But in this episode specifically, uh, I think they tried to give like a little bit more focus on her, and this was the time in which she had a little bigger moment with Lala. And out of all of the moments she had with the girls individually, I think this one was the weakest, and it really didn't bring anything new to the whole to the way she is uh bringing herself up together with the girls. Last episode with Madoka, we didn't really have a proper dialogue and they didn't really talk things through about what was going on, but we could see that they understood each other without needing to talk. They were able to understand what each other was feeling, and they were able to understand why the things were important, and why and how Pure Cosmo and Uni worked with the fact that she's an idol and she sings, and the artistic side of her. And Madoka understood that. In this episode, I felt like Uni's and Lala's back and forth didn't really bring anything much, because um, it was just Uni opening herself up, and everything she said we already knew. And she was kind of rude, to be honest. She was very rude to Lala. And, so far she's been brought up, she's been constructed, and it seems that they forgot about it, and they wanted Uni to go back to who she was before she entered the group. And that was kind of strange. That was kind of strange. But anyway, this was the festival episode, and it was a very beautiful one, as I said. Hikaru's scene when she picked Uni up on the tree was very funny, and we had lots of different and funny scenes in this episode, like when Himenojo saw Uni for the first time. I loved that scene, and Uni was legitimately scared of Himenojo. Like, that was that was gold. I loved seeing that. And then we had other nice moments, like when that guy that I forgot the name saw Uni for the first time. Hikaru's friend, I forgot his name, but we had an episode focused on him, which was a nice episode, by the way. When he saw her for the first time, it was funny. And the girls getting crazy over Madoka and Elena and not really understanding who that little girl over there was. And overall, I feel like the festival scenes were very nice. We had another very curious one when Hikaru called Uni to see the fishes, the goat fishes, and Uni was like, "Oh my god, they seem to be delicious," and Hikaru was like, "Girl, we're not eating them." But we got to understand, like, Uni is a cat-like figure. She has a cat-like figure. She's a cat-like creature, and we learned in this episode, like this way, that Uni is people in the Rainbow Planet eat fish-like creatures as well, and they have like a special cuisine for them, as we saw in the background when Uni was seeing the fishes for the first time, and she thought they were delicious. So that's a very like those little things that we saw in this episode were very interesting. But then when she saw fireworks, she got reminded of her own home and of her own self, and she ran away. She didn't want to be with the girls. And for a moment, it felt like Lala was the only one that understood her. But the way the episode brought that dialogue and the way the episode constructed it bothered me a lot. So Uni left the girls, and she stood there by herself, away from the festival. She didn't want to be there, and so Lala went after her, and they started talking. And Uni said some things to her that are kind of interesting, but at the same time, it feels like all of the things, all of the development she had in the past 3 episodes, they were kind of for nothing. Because it seems that she didn't learn anything again. And then, I know, I can understand that Uni was probably feeling distressed over what was really going on and what she was really feeling. But at the same time, she she should be at least able to trust the girls a little bit and to understand the girls and to, understand that the girls want her to feel at home with them, even though they're not from the Rainbow Planet, even though they're not, they're Earthlings, and even though Lala's an alien, you know, like the girls aren't really forcing it on her. They're just trying to make her feel at home, and she wasn't feeling it this time around. She definitely wasn't feeling it. And the way she said to Lala that she basically said that she didn't want to be part of a group, and she's not really trying to use their powers, but she's just focused on her mission, and that's it. And we know that, well, from what we've seen of her, it's not really like that. Yes, she is focused on her mission, no doubt about it, but she's also, um, searching for a way, of connecting with the girls as well. And we've seen it in those past episodes. She's very responsible. She wants to help, even though it doesn't really concern her, like last episode with Madoka. But this time around, I don't know what happened. Like, she completely forgot about it. And then when she was alone, Tenjo attacked. And we saw like the big villain for the second time, that snake guy. He's scary. He is scary. And then we saw him and we saw Tenjo, and then Tenjo went on to attack her. And then when Tenjo found her alone, she thought, okay, I'm going to attack her by herself. I'm going to defeat her by herself first. And the plot magically decided that Cure Cosmo was not enough by herself to beat a simple Notori. Okay, a powered up Notori. Yes, a powered up Notori. But when Cure Cosmo was born, she fought Iwan. She fought a Notori version of Iwan, powered up by the dark power of the Dark Lord Darkness. I'm not sure if that's his name, but anyway, and she was able to, like, she wasn't by herself, but she was able to give it a front. Like, she was able to fight against it. And this time around, what happened? Oh my god, that was so. And then the girls arrived. Okay, the girls arrived, and this episode, I think what they wanted to convey was the fact that the girls want to help Cure Cosmo no matter what, because they feel like she is part of the team. And I liked the dialogue in that part because it didn't really force this thing of, oh, she's our friend. She's part of like the Star Twinkle team because she's our friend, and it didn't really do that, because like they said, the word they used was nakama. Nakama means like partner, and someone you work together with, and I felt like it was a nice thing because, she's a companion. She's part of the Star Twinkle group, but she's not really friends yet, at least. Yet, she's not. And so, the dynamics are different. If she were friends of the girls, the dynamics would be a little different by now. And so, this part was nice. The dialogue was nice, but the fight itself was laughable. The first thing that was really strange was that the fact that the monster was divided in three, and then they punched the cures, and the four of them stayed laid down on the ground, like with one punch of them. Like, those punches, they usually could be defended by Cure Milky herself with the shields she does, or the girls could just escape like they do like 90% of the time. But no, in this episode, the punch delivered, it just made the girls lay on the ground like they were fighting a big boss, and then they struggled to get up. But they were able to help Cure Cosmo, and Cure Cosmo was, released. That part was nice. And then Cure Cosmo used her new power, which is a paralyzing one that doesn't need a pen. and she doesn't need the girls to be together with her so that she can use this power. She doesn't need that, and it was a very nice power. I liked it, and I specifically liked when she put her feet on the ground and then there was a blue triangle like down there. It was nice. And another interesting thing, Kira Cosmo didn't use her power this time. It was the girls, and so I felt like it was a nice change of pace and change of dynamics, because it's been a while since the girls used the twinkle stick attack, and since they were the ones that were actually the heroes in this episode, nothing like it was the right thing to do. And so, right at the last moment of the episode, they were able to enjoy together the fireworks, and Yunia was finally able to let go a little bit. And she eased her personality a little bit and stayed with the girls watching the fireworks. And the fireworks reminded her of her home and reminded her of Olivio as well. And one thing I'm wondering is that didn't Yunia had didn't Uni have any connection with someone else in her planet? It was just Olivio? Like, the only thing she remembers of and the only thing that she seems to be fond of is Olivio. And while I do understand Olivio's importance, like, weren't there other people that Uni liked? Didn't she have someone else? Or maybe not a family, but friends or other people that that she had a good time with? Just Olivio? Like, they're forcing it too much, like only Olivio. Like, show us a little bit more of the people from the Rainbow Planet. Show us a little bit more of the people around Uni so that Uni misses as well. Because when Uni talks about the planet, she talks about the planet as a whole, not only Olivio. So, show us a little bit more diversity in those memories, in those flashbacks. Not only Olivio, come on. And then the episode ended with Lala's brother sending a message from Planet Saman, and I can't wait to see him. We couldn't see him clearly, but he looks really cute. And next episode, the girls are going to have a pajama party. And when I saw the name of the episode, I thought that the girls were going to go to Lala's planet to have the pajama party there. But it doesn't seem like that. It seems that they're going to have the pajama party in the rocket. And I'm very curious to see this party as well, because the girls look really cute in pajamas and everything. And I think it's going to be a nice moment with them and a nice focus on Lala so that we can understand a little bit more of her family dynamic. Anyways, guys, that was my view on episode 25. Please leave a comment with yours and let's keep our talk in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.